What would you do if your maid of honor, your supposed best friend, told a room full of people that your fiancé could have done better? That if she'd been around, things might have turned out differently? Drunk or not, she said it. And I uninvited her from my wedding. Now everyone's questioning my decision. Weddings bring out the best, and sometimes the worst in people. But when harsh words are said in front of your family and friends, should forgiveness still be on the table? I'm 27F, and I was recently forced to make a tough call. I uninvited my maid of honor, let's call her Jackie, from my upcoming wedding. It still feels surreal typing that out. Jackie and I have been friends for over a decade. We went through high school and college together. She's loud, fiercely opinionated, and always the life of the party, sometimes to a fault. But I never imagined she'd say something that would make me feel so deeply humiliated in front of people I love. Let me back up. My fiancé and I got engaged 2 months ago. He's kind, thoughtful, and yes, he's conventionally attractive. But he loves me for me, and we've built something real. We hosted a small engagement celebration at my house, just close friends and family. Nothing fancy. My bridesmaids were there, my mom, aunts, cousins, lots of familiar, supportive faces. It was supposed to be a joyful, safe space. And at first, it was. The girls mixed some cocktails. There were games, a few tears of joy, and a lot of laughter. Jackie got a little tipsy, okay, a lot tipsy. After her 5th Jell-O shot, she started acting goofy. Everyone laughed along because that's just Jackie. But then the tone shifted. She started rambling, loudly, about how surprised she was that I was getting married. And not just to anyone, but to my fiancé. She said things like, I never thought our little gamer girl, alternative weirdo, would get a husband like that. You hit the jackpot. It's 100% luck. He's probably out of your league, but hey, go you. At first, people chuckled nervously, not sure what to do. My cousin shot me a look and stepped in, saying, okay, that's enough. Jackie brushed her off and kept going. I tried to de-escalate. I poured her some water. My mom calmly said, Jackie, I don't think you're meaning to say what you're saying right now. You're drunk. And then Jackie said the thing that truly crossed the line, well, if I'd been here, things might have turned out differently. Let me remind you, Jackie and my fiancé have met once. For half an hour. She was studying overseas for 4 years. They barely spoke. So this wasn't about familiarity, it was about resentment. About made me feel like I wasn't good enough for the person I chose to marry. That's when I lost it. I told her she was no longer welcome at the wedding, not as maid of honor, not as a guest. If she could stand in my home and say things like that in front of the people I love, then she didn't deserve to be part of this moment. She looked stunned. Still drunk, but stunned. One of the bridesmaids tried to smooth things over. Another pulled me aside and said, she didn't mean it. She was just hammered. Maybe. But I couldn't shake the tone in her voice. The smugness. The anger. And here's the thing, she hasn't reached out since. No apology. No explanation. No regret. Some of the bridesmaids have been pressuring me to reconsider. Saying that, maybe I should let her come as a guest, if not as MOH. That she's embarrassed and doesn't know how to fix things. That I'm being too harsh. And I've considered it. We've been friends for so long. We have history. She's been there for me in tough times. But what she said that night didn't feel like a slip-up. It felt like years of jealousy bubbling to the surface. I've replayed it in my head 100 times. The way she emphasized, out of your league. The way she kept insisting I got lucky. The pointed jab about how she could have been with him if timing had been different. It wasn't just about the drink. It was about disrespect. And I don't know if I can welcome someone into my wedding when I no longer feel safe around them emotionally. So here I am. Torn. Do I reach out? Try to talk? Give her another chance? Or do I protect my peace and keep her off the guest list? What matters more, are years of friendship, or one moment of brutal honesty? Can being drunk excuse everything? Or is there always some truth in what people say when their filter's gone? I've tried to be graceful. But maybe grace isn't what's needed here. Maybe it's boundaries. I don't know. She hasn't reached out. Maybe she's ashamed. Maybe she's waiting for me to apologize for embarrassing her. But I keep going back to that moment. How I felt. To the faces of my family members when she said those things. To the shame I felt in my own home. That's not what I want attached to my wedding. Maybe one day we'll talk. But not before she owns what she said. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Was I wrong for uninviting my best friend from my wedding over something she said while drunk? Or did I do what anyone with self-respect should do? Let me know in the comments. Like this video if you've ever had to set a hard boundary, even when it hurt. And subscribe for more long-form stories that dive into the complicated gray zones of love, friendship, and identity. Because sometimes, the biggest moment of your life reveals who deserves a seat at the table.